Now to a new study on U.S. breast cancer death rates, which shows that where you live could be a factor. Our ABC News chief medical correspondent, Dr. Jen Ashton, joins us now with
Good morning, my friend.
Good morning. So tell us about this study.
So it's interesting. We just came off weather and looking at the map because this study is really about geography. It's about county level social behaviors. So this study looked at different counties across the country, and the social variables, things like obesity, things like access to mammography. And if you take a look at the map of the country, what's fascinating, those darker pink or red, that's where the highest rates for breast cancer mortality are. So you see a large distribution across the South, the Carolinas, Virginia, Louisiana, Mississippi. And what's interesting is we've talked about this a lot before, Lindsay. We are looking at the same disease, in this case breast cancer now. The modern way is looking at it across different genders, across different races, across different ethnicities, and now different parts of the country geography.
So what would you recommend for those who live in an area with higher rates? How can they lower their risk?
Well, you hear this headline and you think, well, I can't move, right, most of the time, nor is that necessarily appropriate. But what I think is appropriate is there are a list of things. If you look at that and say, boy, I'm in that area, maybe I'm obese, maybe I don't have great access to mammography, here are the things that I can do to lower my risk. So keeping your weight in a healthy range is very important. Staying physically active, and that doesn't necessarily mean having to go to a gym. Minimizing alcohol intake. Again, if you look at the map and you say, gosh, I live in that area, I should not be drinking alcohol, which is a known risk factor, and then not smoking, and then screenings, I think is really, really important. That is something that is the gold standard, and we've seen in this country as mammogram rates drop, mortality, death from breast cancer is going up.
And before I let you go, just because there often is some variation with the guidelines for screening, what's the current guideline for mammograms?
So the latest from the U.S. Preventive Service Task Force, and again, ACOG and the American Cancer Society has their slight differentiation, but for the average risk woman to start mammogram screening at age 40 and then every other year to age 75. But remember, keyword average. 80% of women are average risk until they get that diagnosis.
Dr. Ashton, thank you so much.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.